We got trains, we got trucks, we got cars, we got automobiles, we got a highway. What do you want? It's here, downtown LA. Yo! You! Hey crew, it's KidLips.
And it's your boy Groobies.
We are in our new space just outside downtown Los Angeles, but basically still in downtown Los Angeles here on Washington Boulevard. Welcome. What are we going to talk about today, Groobies?
We are going to talk about an intriguing question. And that question is your clothing brand missing this important design element? Do you know what element we're talking about today?
I absolutely do.
We got our background hint going on.
We're going to talk about patterns.
Whoa, you probably thought we were going to talk about woven labels. We're not talking about woven labels.
Already did that.
We did that.
Done that. Yeah.
That was a different video.
Yeah, we're talking about pattern. Pattern is extremely important and often overlooked and not even thought about by most companies, but I know you have a favorite pattern. I know that there's something that you love that's caught your eye, that's iconic. Share that. Post in the comments, what's your favorite pattern?
Yep. Are you gonna put yours in the comments?
Yeah, I'll post mine up.
I'm gonna post mine up too.
Sure.
All right.
Good.
Why pattern? Why? Tell me, why is it valuable? Why do I need it?
Man, there's so many reasons why pattern is important. For one, we have the luxury brands to look to just to remember the iconography and the importance of pattern. You think about Louis Vuitton, MCM, Gucci, Fendi, all these brands that are the creme de la creme of the luxury market, the Rodeo Drive. They all have their iconic pattern, Burberry, right? And it's been around for centuries sometimes. I mean, some of these are age-old patterns. And what that means is it becomes this icon. It becomes this thing that associates your mind with, oh, that's quality. Oh, that's that brand.
So if I was gonna think about elevating my brand, I could look to what some of the luxury guys are doing, and it seems like every single one of those you listed has their own pattern that they've created.
Totally. Absolutely.
Okay.
What's another one?
I dig that. I think that that's real and true. Another reason you probably want to think about using pattern is because patterns allow you to connect with the community. More importantly, your community.
Sure.
So I'll give you a couple examples. I'm sure you can fill in for me. For example, if you're going to use camo, the camo pattern is going to be the way, if you're talking about like militarization, if you're talking about infantry, if you're talking about being on the attack, invoking the use of camo is a super strong design aesthetic to get that militarization across through in your design without, you know, having to draw the tank or anything. You know,
there's also ways to even talk about peace. If you want to talk about peace, camo can sometimes be effective in doing that.
Totally, yeah. War and peace, it invokes both, right? For sure. Do you have one that you want to throw out there?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
I'm wearing another one, like the
plaid, right? The classic lumberjack plaid, right?
If you're talking mountain man, if you're trying to hit that outdoorsy community, plaid's the way. It's one way to go, right? It definitely invokes that.
If your customers love beer and have beards, plaid. This is a early pattern that I sourced. Houndstooth. Houndstooth is an amazing pattern, and it's just kind of this check plaid kind of combo, but it has this classiness. It's just a unique one, and I think this one can speak to the prep, maybe the prepster. Maybe you're at the Ivy League college campus, you want something that stands out there, or maybe you want to take that preppy look and bring it into street, right? Maybe you want to make more streetwear. Maybe you love America. This is some cut up American flag print, right? You got stars and stripes.
Yeah, totally. Don't be afraid of using flag prints. Flag prints are great because they're in the public domain. You can use flags without acquiring a license for it. So think state flags. You know, think international country flags.
Animal patterns are maybe the most notable. Everyone can think of their crazy leopard print. I picked this pink leopard situation, which is wild. Maybe this appeals to your market. Kind of has a feminine vibe, but also a little bit of like a bold pattern, so it's a little bit hard, a little bit more aggressive. But there's no shortage. There's snake print, there's alligator print.
Nike and the elephant print.
Nike and the elephant print, absolutely. Yeah, going back to camo, I mean, Bape with the camo. There's certainly streetwear brands we can look to say, oh yeah, those guys, they definitely rock with these patterns. And of course the bandana, the classic bandana, there's so many references here. Cowboys, street culture, gang culture, there's a lot of references that go into different bandana colors that can speak to all sorts of different cultures, and this is an iconic one for sure.
What else does pattern get you?
It has this brand recognition thing. So kind of of like what I was talking about those luxury brands. If you create a pattern that's your pattern, it almost is like a step. You have the logo, you have your logo and your brand mark and your language, but then having a pattern associated with it is like a third piece of brand recognition equipment you can use to get people talking about your brand to recognize it from afar. It becomes this subtle way to kind of get people to know, oh yeah, that's a pleek, or whatever your brand might be.
Totally. Yeah, I think Bathing Ape is the reference there.
For sure.
You like see that on the street, you're like, dude, I know that's Bathing Ape for sure.
Just to add on, there's a lot of references you can use to start making patterns today. You might want to just start hand sketching, and using graph paper is really helpful because you can kind of stay along a particular geometry. But hand sketch some ideas, play with them, show them to your friends, draw them in. Then graduate to Illustrator, start vectorizing so that they're really easy to scale up and down, and you can print them and use them for clothing applications. Painting, there's all different ways for you to create a pattern and to look to patterns in life and think, oh man, take a photo and then tile it in Photoshop. Different ways of creating them that's really innovative and fun. Yeah. And once you have them, there's amazing libraries you can also go to add your own pattern or to source other ideas for inspiration.
Yeah, there's a bunch of free patterns that exist out there. Now, if you use a free pattern, you don't own that pattern per se, but certainly using it and having it be part of your brand identity is a powerful thing that you can jump on. We're going to throw a bunch of resources to free pattern libraries in the comments box below. All of these patterns are free license, so you can use them in your designs, and we would certainly encourage you to do so.
Absolutely. And just a little plug, the basis of a pleat when we got started was all about pattern. I started collecting textiles and fabrics and patterns, and I was just blown away by this idea that the pattern could replace the logo. Before we even offered people to upload their logos or do labels or do embroidery or print, it was all about just fabric patterns. And so you could choose from hundreds of different patterns and have them put on your clothing and do a pocket tee or a hood lining or something crazy on a jacket. And that still remains an important piece of design for us. We believe that this is a really great way to elevate your brand, to support you in building a brand that stands out. And we've done all this research to find amazing patterns in the past. So use those for reference. We'll continue to post new patterns to our website for you to play with, but also creating your own and having the tools for you to upload your own and add them to your clothing line is really powerful.
Okay, true story. Ethan, where did you get this pattern from? What's the story with this thing?
This one, I literally freaked out on this. I mean, it's so thick, you can't use it for any products we sell, so I just hang it up in the office. But it's basically, I saw it deep in the fabric district, like in one of the areas that isn't on the main drag. You kind of gotta go into a shop, they have all these rolls and you're kind of going through rolls and rolls. And I found this one and I was just like, psh, I need that. I think I bought the whole roll thinking I was gonna do something with it. I still have some of it at home. It's just an amazing fabric and I freaked out. So sometimes you see something, a pattern just that's your love, you know, and it just connects with you and you just wanna take it home and eat it.
All right, we'll chew on that for a little while, guys. Hopefully you are finding ways to include patterns in your design, and it is helping to get your brand noticed, creating some luxury value for you, connecting with the community, all those great things patterns can do.
Totally, so please post your favorite pattern in the comments. We want to see it. We'll post ours. And also just add stories, comments, questions, everything you want down there. Please subscribe and share this with your community.
Yeah, subscribe for 1 video a week. What is it, 5 minutes out of your week to continue to grow, build your brand, stay on top of that thing in the new year in 2017?
That's right, welcome to 2017. We're working on some big projects this year, so we'd love to see you around the way. All right, guys, thank you.
From downtown Los Angeles, peace out.
Adios.